Hello. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hello. I don't know if this is going to. Can we check some more just to see what we got here? Check 1 2. I don't think this is the right one here. I just want to make sure that we're getting in okay. Because it sounds kind of low. It looks kind of low. It's definitely low. Definitely low? Alright. Here we go. That's okay. We're going to do this here. Oh, that didn't happen. Anyway, here we go. Perfect. Hello. Still low, isn't it? Good. Somebody stepped on it.
It might have been, the people who were walking in and out of the apartment through the corridors that was going into the second room.
BJ early.
Oh yeah, that's way better,
right? No, it was 100% me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm getting the volumes that we should be reading. You should be getting. That's this.
The people who were walking in and out of the apartment through the corridors that was going into the second room.
Are you both running
it?
Right?
No, it's because it's coming off of my laptop.
Alright, now I'm getting the volumes that we should be reading.
Sure.
You should be getting a lot of background stuff in there.
What'd I do? I said welcome. What'd you do?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right. Go ahead and give me a final audio check on that, just to make sure people in the chat, if you can see me or if you can hear me. People in the chat, if you can see me or if you can hear me. People in the chat, if you can see me.
I know.
It's looping. Oh.
That's because it was coming off of my laptop into the mic.
Talking about.
That's fine.
Now should we? So now we
We're good.
Just to make sure.
Look at the
Chat.
I really don't think they are at all. But
All right.
No,
if anything,
they look.
Welcome to.
I would like them.
I'll use a mouthful.
All right. Welcome to Epic Interactions. Real cool guys, couple girls get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, drink some coffee that we haven't made yet, and just try and stay alive. As you can see, we're enjoying our time, making sure that we have everything set and ready for you all today. As you might have seen very previously, that we have a guest, Lindsay, or returning player, so to speak, and she makes a lot of noise.
Yours is so far behind.
Anyway, so bringing you some announcements. Sorry, Discord. Nerd Brew is a chat or a Discord channel that is dedicated to the Tampa Bay area, where people get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, play Magic the Gathering, play board games. They get together, I believe, at Peabody's. They're actually at Peabody's right now, giving away a whole bunch of stuff, which I'm sad I'm not there for. But I'm working on possibly getting some. free stuff there. So anyway, keep an eye out for that, because there's actually going to be a new streaming channel that they're going to be developing, and we're not heading it up, but we are going to be one of the first people in there. Yeah, I talked with Sam about it, so it was really cool. He sent me a private message. We got that all worked out. Next up, Sunshine Games. Sunshine Games is a card game shop over at Fletcher and 75, where people can go and play some whatever you want, really. Magic the Gathering, board games. There's
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Vanguard, Dragon Ball Z. Just Final Fantasy,
that kind of stuff. As also, you can tell that the top of the light. Don't worry about it, Cody. The top of it, you can see as there's light coming down from the background here. That is on purpose.
That's our deities.
That is actually a deity that is bringing Atreya to us. Belanus, the god of light, right?
Right.
Who is helping Atreya be here today and allow her to stay in her form for tonight's session. Complete bullshit.
I don't make coffee. How much scoops? How many scoops do you need?
3?
About 3 to 4.
10?
Whatever makes you happy.
I don't drink coffee.
So that Jesus cat. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so definitely check those out. We appreciate their input on things and allowing us to be able to talk with them and do things with them as well. So moving on, this week you'll notice that Cass is not here. She actually works for the next this week and the next 2 weeks. So she will be unavailable. However, we will continue to enjoy ourselves. What? Enjoy ourselves, yeah. Our players last week, not last week, sorry, the week prior to that, you guys met a new individual, Sven, a weird individual that is the same race as you from what you saw, or actually they did see your true form, right? At the very end, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they saw him in what he truly was. However, they found out that he was a master of his craft when it came to enjoying his time, enjoying each other's time, and having you enjoy your time. As you all each took a mushroom and kind of tripped out for a little bit, enjoyed your time there. He told you stories about a variety of different things, but very briefly mentioned a couple and then headed off to bed. You all went to your respective beds and went to sleep, where sleep took you. You guys all wake up, and let me clarify. You all see this. You all wake up, and it's almost like tunnel vision, where you're almost looking out of somebody else's eyes. You look up at the top, you see stone. You see around you, and you notice that there's a fire crackling in a fireplace off to your right, but it's not the place where you're at currently. You can smell the dead trees that have been burning in there for quite some time, but you can hear the thunderstorm that's happening outside. You can hear the crashing of waves as it hits around what seems to you is somewhat of a mountain, maybe? You get up out of bed and you take a look at your hands, and they seem to have piercing nails that go out for about 2 to 3 inches. You look like your hands have been soaked in water for days, but your hands are brown, covered in hair. You get the feeling that you're not in your body. You take a look around, and then you look at the canvas that's on the wall. There's a bunch of different markings made from paint, rocks, red wood. You're not 100% sure. However, you do see a variety of different things. Off the top left, you see a giant mountain that ranges across the side. You see an individual standing outside of the walls on a stake. Off in the bottom left-hand corner, you see a forest and a huge tree that comes out the middle of it. Standing on top of the tree, there's also another little stick figure. In the bottom right-hand corner, you see a bunch of little machines. You see an hourglass. And within the hourglass, you see another stick figure. In the top right-hand corner, you see a line, and above it, you see a bunch of different figures, but below it, you see a bunch of little tiny devils, little stick figures that have horns on them. But you see a regular stick figure, one that resembles man, beneath with them. There seems to be 3. And then below that, there's a giant devil that's also being held. In the top, you see a big elk. Within that elk, you see a figure as well. Upon looking at this canvas, you notice that some of them represent you in a shape or form. And you start to try and look to where these lines kind of come toward the middle, but it becomes blurry as your vision kind of flashes out. You begin to see your mansion from a top-down perspective, almost like an eagle eye perspective, where you're getting to look down at your mansion. You see the walls, you see the guards being moved, you see Bryce and Navarth kind of walking the grounds. Your vision kind of expands as you see the forest around you, and you see what looks to be a pack of a variety of different animals, wolves, tigers, rats, but it's a massive pack that kind of floods the one side of the forest as it's moving.
Is it in the forest, or is it out onto the grounds, like in between the wall and the tree line?
Oh, it's out in the forest.
Okay.
Yeah, like you see the mansion, you see that little area, and then you have the forest, and you see it off in the corner. You see it as it's just moving. Your vision scopes up as you almost can see across the whole continent. As you look across, you see the mountains being crossed just off to your right side. Past them, you can almost see the snow as it falls down in the upper northern region. And you see a massive crystal-like statue. Across the other side, you see another wall. And you see what looks to be 10 different stakes, massive poles that are meant to be stabbed or hanged, or decoration of war symbols for the Dwarven kingdom. And then you look south, and then you see the tentacles of what you can only assume is the Helix, wrapping each tentacle around every city. That you see as this, and you see as there's more tentacles starting to come down onto the land, as you see 2 more cities about to get curled into its grasps. Your vision comes back down, and you seem to be inside of one of the guards, as the guards kind of keeps walking, and you see as he opens up the Marlesh's temple. Everything seems fine. You see as he's looking around, he scopes around the area. He leaves, and then he goes and checks on the other temple, the Temple of Belenus. You see as he opens the door, and as he opens the door, you see a light that's being flashed down, just kind of pulsing. You see, or you get the feeling that all of a sudden there's a worry, there's a frightened, there's a scare within this individual, as you hear the name Bryce! Bryce! And you see as Bryce kind of comes in, and he goes, "She's here! Alert the guest! Alert the!" And it cuts as you all wake up.
So, for anybody do anything, because I probably should say this at the beginning. Did I actually see any of that? Because when we ended, I went into my room.
Yeah.
And I was not, so like I'm not on this plane. I'm totally okay if the answer is no.
Dice.
But
It's in the room.
Like that's. I feel like
The
that's a
little couch
fair
thing.
question at that point.
Let's see if Marlesh has some power left in him. Yeah, you do.
okay.
I still can't do anything. So.
Okay. So I guess since you're in your room, Sven, you wake up. Emerald, you wake up. You both see, if you go down into the main hall, you see as Dewina's prepped breakfast.
I'm outside.
You're going outside.
I'm outside.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
at the guest,
we're outside.
I'm
That's
at
right, in the guest house.
Yeah.
You see as Dewina's prepared breakfast for you in the same fashion that she did. She laid out a bench in front of your door, and there's a variety of different foods. And you hear the growls and kind of playness of a cat coming from up in the tower. You can only assume that somebody is maybe training or having fun or enjoying themselves with a larger cat. Emerald, as you go down, you meet Dewina, and she's cooking, and she has a feast ready for you. And she kind of lets you know that Cass is retired for the remainder of the day. She really just wants to talk with her new cat and get to know her, and be able to bond with the cat on another level.
Okay.
But has asked not to be seen. But she will find you wherever you go.
I go to sprinkle some of my mushrooms onto my breakfast, and then look at it for a second and think about the dream I had, and go, maybe not so early. And put it away.
Baltimore,
guest house?
who else
Yeah,
knew
it's
the
guest house.
code to your door? Is it just her? I thought there was somebody else that knew.
No.
You know.
Yeah. He
Okay.
knows Cass. And
I was just
Atreya.
making sure you're not like stuck in there. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, is she the only one that knows?
No. The original group. So Atreya, Cass, Emerald, even Rahun.
They would have heard the word.
Yeah, no
Oh,
worries.
no, they were told. Yeah, actually, no. That's it. They're the only four that actually know. So there's.
We would have heard the word.
You're good.
So I'm assuming I have like a headache from that dream.
Yeah, you do have a headache.
So I'm gonna ask Dewina, do you have any remedies or solutions for headaches or pains or just general bad dreams?
I do have a tea I can whip up.
I would love that.
You see, as she begins to start a pot for you, and you can enjoy your time. You notice as you're looking at your meal off to your left, you see as one of the guards, you're not really sure who they are, but you can tell he's one of the head guards as he's making his way, beelining it straight to the mansion. You see as he reaches the door, and he doesn't even try to knock or anything, he just swings it open. As he looks inside, he sees Emerald from across the way, and he goes, Emerald, come quick.
What's the meaning?
You see as he turns, and he is heading toward Belanus's temple.
So I grab my staff and I go.
So you make it over to the temple, and you see, and he opens the door as you see this light that's kind of beaming down, and it's rapidly pulsing, and you begin to start to see like a divine dust kind of pick up from the area in which this light is coming from, as it starts to form a body coming from the feet to the legs. You begin to see the chaps and the leather. You had a breastplate on, didn't you?
Yeah.
The breastplate that kind of pulls up into what you know this body from, and then as you pull up to the very top, you begin to start to see the facial structure begin to take place, as you know it's your once friend Atreya.
Oh my goodness!
Who's
So
that?
I immediately run over. Isn't he still in the guest house? How did he make his way over there?
He's been outside.
He's in the guest house. So I immediately walk over and I like see if she's gonna fall, I catch her.
So is my body's able to be there? Like I can actually put a body there?
You could have some of this. Is really good.
Okay.
So, in other words, Belanus, along with the dragon's power, has been able to kind of manifest your spirit into
A body-like form.
a body-like form.
Okay. Emerald,
What is the meaning of this? I thought
You
you
might
were
want to pull
gone.
that mic up.
Okay. Emerald, I'm not really back. I'm only able to do this. I honestly don't know for how long. I just felt like this is a big point where I needed to try to be here and speak with you all. It's so good to see you, and I go to hug you.
So go to hug her. Am I able to hug her? Do I
Yeah, you take a second and you're almost worried, am I gonna go through her?
Yeah.
And as you kind of pat her shoulders, you notice that it's solid. The skin feels like her skin. Her scent smells like her scent.
A good, great bear hug.
So I hug you, and I'm still not very strong. So my hug is like the hug of someone who, has been sick and is kind of recovering and just starting to get their strength back. So it's like a weak embrace, but it's as much as I can sort of offer in that moment.
Now, you were dead, right? You died.
No.
I didn't die. By the grace of Belanus, I was able to, and the Silver Dragon, we were able to merge as one. Our spirits.
Sven, to you, this is incredible. This is bard telling right here.
You want some breakfast?
Please disregard.
Hi, I'm Sven.
Disregard the bard. Your story, you were saying.
Hi, Sven. I only have so much time.
I cast Mage Hand and start writing notes.
Yes.
Okay, so she sees a half elf.
Correct.
Yeah.
A silver dragon, you said.
I have no need for food. But Emerald.
One with no hunger.
Nice.
So we were able to connect. She was sick as well because of what happened.
Who?
The Silver Dragon.
Yes.
So in order for us to sort of survive, we had to combine our spirits.
Have you tried tea?
And
keep going.
And
Keep going.
we were able to
It's really good for the sore throat.
become sort of a spiritual presence with Belanus. So I don't even know how to describe where I'm at, but it's a different plane. But I'm able to see you all a lot of the time, and
You're moving within planes.
Are you sure
yes,
you don't want any
I have
breakfast?
been
You look a little
following you
pale.
all and watching out for you as much as I can. I'm kind of here, kind of somewhere else. It's kind of whatever Belanus is. Well, he's been helping us out as much as we can, but there's still a lot to learn. This is huge
Atreya,
right
the
now,
Planeswalker.
brand new for me to be able to actually have a body. This feels odd. My skin doesn't even feel like my own. It feels like a type of coat or a weight.
Oh,
Feels
That's
heavy.
good. Write that down, hand.
So what's the...
I have a little mage hand.
What is the
down
purpose of your... You mentioned that something is amiss.
But yes.
Why don't you come in? Maybe you should come in and get some... Are you able to eat?
I have no need for food or water in this form.
Well, come sit. Come.
But I can. Walking is sort of an odd sensation right now.
Mr. Baltimore.
Oh, this is.
Did you still want to have
new.
that
All
conversation?
right.
Take your time.
I really would like to see everyone. Where's my brother? Where's Cass?
Well,
I know where Rahun is.
your
You-
brother...
Rahun.
You do know where he is?
Yes, he's reached the Iron Wall.
Has he?
Yes.
Last I scried, he was in Tortola.
No, he's reached the wall.
Oh.
He's going to make it through.
Huh. Well, that's good to know.
But he's gonna find some horrible things when he gets there.
Such as?
His betrothed
Oh, yep. We saw that coming.
and her family.
Well,
They are no longer with us.
Baltimore, as you know, perished. He was gone.
Yes.
But then he's come back. We found him in recapturing and regaining my tree. He'd been in the plane of chains for 40 years. So his memory is still shaky. But he's come back, and as you remember, he had some inner demons to deal with, as we all do.
Yes.
Some more literal than others. But he's now take on the, what's the term? Multiple personalities, in the sense of he speaks to them in person.
Mm-hmm.
So he can communicate with his current inner demon. And Cass has gained a familiar. i.e., a Black Panther or a Purple Panther?
Yes,
Shadow?
I remember her trying to connect and form a bond
Yep, so
with
it's
the
here.
panther. Okay.
She would be interested in seeing you, I'm sure.
Emerald,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore is going to need you all now more than ever to help him know who he is as a human, as a person here.
This is true.
Be careful with him, okay?
Oh, we're very careful.
He still has that room, right?
That's where he's at right now.
Okay.
Well,
Well, let's first let's go, I guess, and
Are you gonna be okay in the sunlight?
You can say the word to open his room. I thought she knew it.
Yeah, but you have to be there to do it. You can't say it from outside.
She can be on the grounds. Anywhere on the grounds.
Oh, is that how you set it up?
Yeah.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
It's the same way the chains come out onto the grounds to get you.
I thought you had to be in front of it. No, I'm okay with it. That works out better. Sure.
That means like every time that your chains has come out, they actually shouldn't have came out. Cause
No, well, never mind. We'll just
are you trying to remember the word?
to unlock it.
Yes.
I think it was something along the lines of...
oh, okay. Well, whatever. If that's how you want it, that's how we're doing.
Well, no, that's what I thought it was. Because every
Alright.
time that they did, they always went down to go.
Sure, let's do it. So you know you have to go down to the basement to open it.
We do.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, I just screwed it up.
Makes it better anyway.
maybe we should go see your brother.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. So we...
Yeah, let's go.
He's not welcome in the house, right? I say that out loud. Like,
I don't know him, so Emerald
good,
is
keep it that way.
your
Are you a vampire?
choice.
So, let's go to the house.
I may be.
Ooh, spooky.
So we make it to the house, and at the door...
Sure, you guys walk across the lawn in pure daylight, so you know that she's probably not a vampire.
But does her skin sparkle? In the
Yeah. So you guys get to the front door, you open the door, you walk in. Do you walk in?
I stop him and say you were still a guest. And I close the door.
I go to his greenhouse.
Alright, yeah, you go to his greenhouse. Which is outside.
Right. There's a lock.
So you guys go down to the thing. Are you like trying to get into his greenhouse?
For sure.
Do you have lock picking skills?
Don't know. I can always try. I will try and find a window that's open.
It's surrounded by
I
stone.
didn't build a window.
Not a very effective greenhouse.
No. Well, over the top, I think you bought, what was it? Like
it was snakeskin.
like snake skin.
Okay, cool. I will go ahead and I will polymorph myself into a small spider and find a crack that can just crawl right there.
The door.
Yeah.
I mean, if I built it that way, it was a wooden door. But
Yeah, it's a wooden door.
It's on ground, dirt, then there's definitely going to be
probably
places where
gonna be
bugs
an
can come in
opening.
and out. Yeah.
So you go in.
Cool.
Now you have free reign of the
I change out and I start taking supplies that I need.
So you guys go down, and you're in the basement.
I also start taking care of it, like trimming it up a little bit and stuff.
Sure.
So, can you say the word,
I like
please?
try to remember. I'm like Van Kula?
Sure.
Cola.
What is it? Will?
Make a d20 check.
I think it was Van
Roll a
Kula.
d20 and tell me what number you get.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think we actually came up with a word to
10.
open it, like specifically.
I'm not worried about it.
That's it.
10.
Yeah.
Cool was
Now add
changed it
now roll a d10.
but we don't. We, didn't actually, we just said that there was a word and we said it.
I think that was it.
5.
Perfect. Okay. So are you doing this?
Mhm.
Now you saw vision. We'll just say that it's on the back end. So
Sure.
go for it.
So same thing. Walk down. I go to the meeting table. I sit down and I wait.
Take some time. You can see in the distance as like you can hear them arguing about something, but you can't make out any of the words.
Can I try to roll like a perception check to see if I can try to hear anything?
Sure.
It's cocked. Can I re-roll it?
Sure.
It was cocked on a 20 and a 2.
Sure.
That sucks. 21.
So as some time kind of goes by, you're there, and then you see as the Demigorgon, you see as like the tentacles kind of wrap around the chair and just kind of pull it back into the darkness, which is weird. This is the first time that you've heard this, or you've seen this happen. As you see as he sits down, and you don't see anything but his eyes and like the beginning of his feet.
What about Bella?
You don't see him. You don't even hear him.
So I ask, where is Bella?
Busy. Make an insight check. 17. You hear. I don't like that one. Not at all. You hear in his voice, very slightly, that there is a pain. Not like a pain as in like, oh my god, I'm hurt. Like
a sadness?
No, like he's been cut. Like you've had a deep wound, and like you're you know what I'm saying?
Like trying to regain their breath type of thing?
Sure.
Or like trying to fight through a physical pain?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright. So just say, you alright? You sound like you're a little bit out of breath.
What is it that you want?
I want to know what it is that Sven was talking about. I have your names, yet apparently you guys have different names?
There are true names.
Why haven't you told me them?
There's no reason for you to know our true names.
But shouldn't I at least know that there is such thing as true names?
Maybe.
So.
Not that you are strong enough to even use it.
Yes, I agree. Probably not.
You see as there's a smirk on his face as he kind of like when you say you agree, he almost smirks at the fact that you
acknowledge that he's stronger than I?
Yeah.
Sure. He's a fucking demon. Makes sense. Oh wait, but I thought you said I can only see his eyes.
Yeah, but I mean, but like you see like the reflection of teeth or
okay, that's fair. So I say he talked about the other, you know, your brothers. That's what I play footsie. He talked about your brothers. Sven did.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Is that something that we're going to have to deal with before or after we go?
Could be anything. My brothers are weak.
They are inferior to you. I'm greatly aware of this. My question is that what would hold more into our benefit? On this plane or on your plane?
If we were to fight them on this plane, they would be weak. At home, they would be much stronger.
So if we find them on this plane,
it is in our best interest to kill them.
Understood.
Or take them, or eat them, or absorb them, or acquire every essence that they are. You get the feeling that like he like there's something else that he wants to do that he's like not letting on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But in acquiring their essence or absorbing them or whichever, would this strictly go towards you or would it go to the three of us?
I'm done with this conversation. Make a demon handling check. I'm gonna see if you are going to try and will it to stay.
18.
18? So you guys open the door and you see as Baltimore is still down in chains, and you see as he's still kind of in a slumber. You know what's happening.
What is going on?
So you got an 18, right?
Yeah.
And you see as he kind of moves the chair back in. His body's still staying in, but you see as he moves the chair back into place. You see very slightly that there's like a big red carving just beginning in his the shoulder of one of his arms, and you see as he kind of pulls back.
So what does Baltimore look like? Does he look like he's in pain, or he just looks like he's
He looks
unconscious.
he looks weirdly at peace.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to walk in the room, and just kind of walk closer to him, like I'm observing him from this perspective,
Okay.
just taking it in a little bit.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing right now.
So I just stand up from my chair and I say, fine. Just remember, we still had an agreement.
As he's sitting there,
Thought he got up.
or sorry, yeah, as he's there, he's right past the shadow. You see as his eyes kind of turn upward. Your sister. She smells delicious. Make a dealing with handling check.
Again?
Yeah.
$22.
Natural 20. You see as his body just kind of swarms the area, as he's trying to take full control of your body at this point. However, because you're in the chains, your body kind of seizes up, and you regain vision, but you're not actually you can visualize and talk. That's about it. And you see his emeralds right there, and you see part of your sister's body, as you can tell she's in this area, you can see out of your peripherals, you know what I mean? And you hear Emerald about how do we what's the word?
So what is he looking like?
So I haven't opened the door.
You see, the door's open. Wait, do the chains automatically unlock? That's important.
I don't think we've ever.
I don't know. Apparently, everything I've thought about this room is wrong, so I don't know.
Chains unlock! Let's say that they do whenever you open the door.
So,
because every other time you said the word and they just walk out.
But I said Van Kula. Right?
What?
Because that's what I said, and that's not the word.
He was giving you help because you don't remember the word by letting...
Yeah, but now he's trying to counteract his help so this demon doesn't just come out at us.
Yeah.
okay.
I said Van Kula.
It's
Real
okay.
playback.
It's okay.
So,
Pull back.
So
natural one.
so
Door opens. Chain releases.
What?
Body takes over. You have sight and voice.
So this is prior to her walking in. The door has just opened. She has not walked in yet.
She has walked in, but she's off to your side. I'm saying that chains are probably just now releasing, because I can visualize it's kind of open door. The magic that's in there has to allow itself to kind of release itself.
Sure. So, kind of opening my eyes and looking at Emerald, and not looking at her because she's off to my side.
So how does he look? Sorry.
You see as his body kind of seizes up as the chains kind of pull, and then you see the chains.
Do I see that the body do I visually see that something?
Yes, you see the body seize up.
So I...
you see eyes open,
Then
chains break. Or not break, but unlock.
And I say, Vincula.
I say very plainly, not loud, not quiet, stays.
So just very normally.
Very normally, just...
You feel your body come back to normal.
just clipping the plants in his greenhouse and stuff.
Like,
so it's not seized up anymore?
it's not seized up anymore. Like, you seize up, the chains unlock, and then you feel your body about to come back out, and you hear this word, and then your body just immediately comes back to who you are.
Do I recognize the language of the word?
Nope.
Do I recognize?
I know a lot of languages.
Yeah, that's
Can I
great.
roll
You don't
for
know
it?
this one.
Can I roll? Can I roll for it?
Nope.
So I just kind of like, I guess, fall down and just kind of grab my breath.
But you feel the calmness of your sisters.
So Baltimore's always weird, so I always give him the space that he needs. Even though it's good to finally see him, I know that I have a body, I can hug him, but I still know how he is. And even more so now.
Just kind of like slowly, like shakingly pull myself up to my feet, just still kind of just like looking down.
Yeah. What is going on?
Baltimore was losing control.
Yes, clearly. What did you just say?
I put the demons at
Be
bay.
peace,
How?
my child.
It's
Power of Christ compels.
it's something
The name of the son.
that's been very important for me to work on while I've been with Belanus.
What language is that?
It's a different language.
Love it.
Can you teach me?
I cannot. I don't even think you would be able to say the words the way they need to be said.
Well, now I'm offended.
No, I mean that's the
get
best
what
way
you
I can
mean.
explain
I
it.
know what you mean.
I only know how to say it because of the spiritual form that I've been in.
Understood.
It's actually taken me a while to be able to practice it and say it correctly in this world.
But you just got here.
Yes, but I've been practicing for some time.
Fair.
A high, powerful being, still very awkward.
Fair. Well, get
I'm-
up, demon boy.
I've been standing. I'm just. So she's still in the room, like right next to me. I'm just just standing there, quiet, listening to them talk.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you.
I just reach over and just grab her and pull her in, really a huge hug, and just hold her for like a second or two or 5, and just don't say anything. I just hold her and just like grip her really tightly.
And I just hold it. You know, when you hug people and you kind of you'll hold them forever. You'll wait until they pull away. That's just what I'm doing. I'm just holding him. I'm just rubbing his back just a little bit and just appreciating the moment for sure because it's been a long time.
I'm doing a really bad job at holding back tears.
Okay.
So like,
So you begin to
Real
like,
tears, let's go.
feel yourself like kind of get wet on your shoulder.
it's like a lot of sniffles.
And yeah, like you hear like the whole back, and he's like,
I've never left you. I will never leave you. I'm always here, even if you can't see me. I've always been here. There's some things we should discuss, though, brother.
So I let you go. I just don't make eye contact with you. I just kind of like, once again, like, kind of like those like that bad dog vibe, like you know, bad dog, whatever, and like kind of just like drop my head down and just kind of like nod my head and just kind of take a couple of steps out of the room.
So you kind of walk ahead. You go to walk out of the room.
Well, I mean,
Okay, yeah.
it's a narrow door.
Okay.
It's literally like only one. Right, it's a narrow door. Only one person could fit in. So
Okay.
I just kind of.
So then I just go and follow him out. Emerald, let's go. We have a few things we should discuss.
Yes, clearly.
But first, I'm just gonna go see Cass for a moment.
Good luck.
So I guess I go to knock on Cass's door.
You hear as the door opens, and you see the panther kind of like do like his final jump. As you can see, he was like kind of playing around. And you see his Cass, and she's like, "Oh my God, Atreya, how are you?" And she gives you a hug.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? How are you here?
It's really hard to explain, but it's so good to see you. I can only be here for a short amount of time. Belanus and the Silver Dragon have graced me with this moment. I've just come back to speak with you all. I can't be back for long. I just needed to see you. I really wanted to tell you. Oh, it's so much. I just think it's important for me to say as much as I can in this moment. I've learned a lot of things since I've been gone. I've been with you guys a lot of the time and gone and others. I've learned a lot of information. I'll tell Emerald most of it, but what's important is for you to know that I've discovered something about you. You're what they call a timekeeper. Now, I really don't know the details of that. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's very important. Your father was not a timekeeper. You are the timekeeper. That's all I really know. I'm going to try to learn as much more as I possibly can, but you're very important, Cass. And you have a purpose. I don't know what it is. I think it's for you to learn and find out. But there is a reason for all of this.
Okay. I don't know what a timekeeper is.
I know. Either do I.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What grade
are you? It's good seeing you.
You too. And so I just hold her in and hug her really tight.
She's crying.
Yeah. I don't know if I can cry. I feel like I would look like I'm crying, but I don't really cry, I don't know.
They're just like sheds of light.
Yeah. I don't want it to be tears, because I just don't think that would
a
really
literal
work.
diamond falls
She is
from her
like,
face.
she's hugging you, and she just kind of like,
Maybe my cheeks glow, like my face kind of glows a little bit more. It just gets like lighter or airier or something.
She's like, I'm just learning more about Sombra. And you see as the Panther's kind of over in the corner, like waiting to play again. And she's like, but do me a favor, will ya?
Yeah.
You go straighten those boys out.
Yes, I'll try. Cass, you have to be careful with Baltimore.
I know, he's been acting kind of weird. I don't know if he's in control.
Not as much as he'd probably like, but his dynamic has changed with him. I don't know the depths of it, but he's got a lot he's figuring out. But
I will
take what he says with a grain of salt and just try to be there for him as much as you can.
Okay.
Be careful, because he needs us. He needs our love. He needs our support and guidance.
I will be here.
Yeah. Take care, Cass.
You too.
I miss you.
I miss you.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk with the guys. I'll see you around.
I'll see ya.
You
I
will.
love you, Atreya.
I love you
Thanks.
too.
I love you too. And you allow yourself to go back down?
Yeah.
Okay, she closes the door, and as she's closing the door, you can hear the crying that ensues behind the door as she allows you to go and do your thing.
Yeah.
As you make your way downstairs, the gentlemen, you guys are all in the kitchen, or
Us two.
you two are in the kitchen. You've been in the greenhouse. Are you doing anything else besides like?
Oh no, I'm just kind of like cutting it, and eventually just like wipe my brow and put my sun hat on and stuff.
Got it. So you're like tending his garden right now.
Yeah, I'm grabbing supplies for myself and stuff too.
Sure.
Do I sense this?
Nope.
I'm
Put
one
on
with
any
nature.
magical alarms, bitch.
Put on some magical lessons
So you
learned.
two are there, and you see as you come up, and Dwayna kind of turns around with a pot, and she's like, "I have your tea."
Fantastic, because God, I need it.
So I thought I saw Atreya.
Yes, she's here. And I point at her.
And it's like you see her coming down the stairway now, and she's like,
"Don't drop the tea, dear."
I'm like awkwardly walking down the stairs. Like stairs are really awkward for me right
"Sir,
now.
if it's okay with you, I'd like to retire for the night."
What time of day is it?
That was the morning.
She still says that.
Wait, but for me, what time of day is it?
It's for the morning.
Did she say for the night?
Yeah.
Yes, Duana, please. Go ahead.
Thank you.
The tea, please.
I just walk over. I just take the tea from her.
Yeah.
I just
No. I make my cup of tea.
no. I'm taking the tea from her as she begins to walk away and go to hand
You
it
see,
to
as
me.
like Dewinna passes you, and she's like, "Bye."
So as she
Obviously,
walks
not really knowing, not
Yeah.
seeing something of this caliber.
She
Yeah.
walks out of the room, and I'm like, God, what a prude! As if she's never seen a dead person.
What a
before.
prude.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
I laugh. Just cracking up laughing. Oh my gosh.
Because my frequent, bouts with death.
Oh.
So you guys all sit at the table. Still food there, for those that would want to eat or.
Yeah, I'm eating.
Can you see the greenhouse from the kitchen?
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, unless the door is wide
Atreya.
open, which it's not.
Yes?
I'm older than you now.
I don't think so at all.
I'm just so.
I was
But
gone
that's
for 40,
sweet.
I was gone for 40 years.
I've been gone for longer.
I insight check her.
In my mind, I'm like, she literally just said, "Cool story, bro."
Cool story, bro.
13.
Can't really.
But like,
she's
the
done the
lo-
truth.
how much longer is longer?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
It's
It's hard to really get a time frame where I am. It's hard to explain because it's like growth on your spirit, your like my essence, and it's not just mine, it's the dragon's as well. So that's aged me, her spirit combining with mine. I don't know how to explain it, but
Are you with Belenus? Wherever that you are?
yes. Well, yes and no. I'm not really. I'm too young and raw of a spirit to kind of be around him for so long. But we can communicate in other ways, and I feel his presence. But I'm not with him.
How has he been as far as when the Helix imprinted on him? That'd be right. Kind of whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But I don't know if imprint would be the appropriate word.
That's
Infected, really.
Infected? I didn't think it was gonna be that simple. You know what I'm talking about.
You're asking how long has it been?
No, I'm about.
he's asking how he is, right?
Yeah,
Because of
since
what happened?
that time. And then I
Oh,
was
he
curious
still grows
how-
weaker, but he's still maintaining.
Yes. So that's why it's he's still weak. I'm still weak. So are many of his followers. That's why it's important that I am where I am, because my presence also helps him as well. Having his followers, his true followers, committing to his purpose, and that has been part of what I've been doing as well, helping others who are suffering. That's been sort of a goal of the Silver Dragon and I. We were able and lucky enough to find each other and be able to save each other. So we're trying to save Belenus by helping save his other followers. So I've been everywhere and not really knowing where I am sometimes. It's very confusing.
Something I don't think we said further. This is something that you may have noticed that may have been different about me, minorly,
Okay.
is that I'm actually not wearing armor. Like how I normally always used to wear armor.
Yeah.
I'm
When-
not wearing it.
So there was a point in time though when you lost your armor, you got the new armor,
Yeah.
different armor,
like
or whatever.
how I was
but
always
in
wearing,
armor, full armor. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Like when you found me in the chains, I wasn't in armor.
Okay.
And like even right now, like sitting here eating and stuff, I'm still not in armor.
Okay. Are you shirtless or are you wearing clothes?
No,
like what
I'm-
are you doing?
No, like I'm wearing like a.
I'm trying, in my mind,
naked.
I'm trying to think. Because, Rahun, was most of the time has been.
Actually, as you say that, you realize that you haven't seen Rahun at all. Or wait, you already alluded to that. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
So,
I was trying to put in a friendly reminder about Rahun for you, and then I
Yeah.
realized that you already said it, and then so keep
Yeah,
going.
but I was still. Is Rahun supposed to be coming back and meeting with you all again?
Well, I have no idea.
we haven't seen him in a while.
Since
A couple of days, I guess.
since we got back from
When we took back your tree, he left.
Yep.
Before we could all walk out.
he just left.
I was able to tell Emerald Baltimore, but Rahun did reach the wall of the iron wall. The gates of the iron wall, I guess you would say.
So like, I imagine that I'm like about to take a bite of my sandwich, and I just kind of like sit it down and just kind of stare up and ponder.
What he found.
How did that short little dwarf make it that far that fast?
Well, when they're smaller, they can move faster.
Well, you also
Yeah,
know that
that's
he was
logic.
talking to the Rabarak, which they fly.
Mm-hmm.
I was back when you
Scribe. I told him that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but the important thing to say really is though that his betrothed and their family, he found their bodies.
He hasn't found them yet.
He hasn't found them yet.
He infiltrated.
He
infiltrated the wall,
Okay.
but he didn't go through the. He didn't go.
So he
through the
doesn't know
front.
yet.
He doesn't know.
Okay. So he's going to be coming across some horrible news.
He's already lost his kingdom. What else worse could happen?
His betrothed and their family. He will find them all dead.
Oh.
I slaughtered the city.
Yep. So much for the iron wall.
But about the boy,
What boy?
His son.
his son, what we think is his son.
Jesus, this was April 2000.
Oh man, I used that. Is that done? Should I not drink it? I only had a little bit.
Too late now.
Drink it.
Did it
It's
smell?
creamer. It's non-dairy. I don't know.
April.
Smell it. It smells like pumpkin spice.
Yeah, if it doesn't smell bad, it's fine.
Okay, well, whatever.
Okay,
We'll
my
let
rule
it
is as
ride.
long as it's not green fuzz.
Okay, I'm letting it ride. Okay. So I was able to see him, but he was in this hallway, and I was pushed. I was held. I couldn't go any further. So I don't think he's safe wherever he is. He didn't look harmed, but I couldn't see him anymore, really.
He should have never gotten there by himself in the first place. But
I'm worried for him.
can't tell a dwarf anything.
Especially that one.
Now, about the main reason I'm here, Helatrix.
Yeah.
She's getting stronger and stronger every day.
We know that.
She has 3 out of her 6 generals.
Oh,
Her army is not of this world.
we know that as
The
well.
gods don't even know what her army is
Oh.
and how to explain it.
Well, she put a spell and a sickness on them when we went to go see them in the, what was that plane?
So moving forward, it's very important
The what?
for you all to head west.
Oh. The
Toward-
what? Say that again, please.
It's really important for y'all to move forward and then head west towards the island Dead Man's Key.
Oh. Currently? Like right now?
Not right now, but soon. You guys need to prepare and make preparations. The quickest way will probably to be a boat.
What is
Save some
soon?
time. Soon. Psst, on. What's soon? Out of game.
Like within a couple of nights, or like within a couple of weeks?
It would probably be best to head that way
Full
whenever
night.
they're ready.
As soon as you all can be ready, so within a week.
So three more sessions.
Out of game.
Out of game.
It's the next place for, to move on the quest.
Oh.
Yeah, the major.
Yes, yeah. We're definitely going to need to gather some items.
When he says that, I'll use Dimension Door to get out of the greenhouse.
Okay.
Just get it on the other side. I'll walk up to the kitchen and I'll knock. And I have just a whole bushel of mint leaves.
Sure.
I just knock. I have my little sun hat on and I look at Emerald and I'm like, hey,
So I go.
you're out of mint.
Well, I haven't
You
opened
gotta
the door
open the
yet.
door.
Yeah. So,
Well, I'm knocking on the window, so I'm just telling
Oh,
hey,
hey,
you're out,
sir.
you're out of mint.
He finds one window. As he taps on the window, raps on the window. You look over and you just see this that. See the hat. And
It's my gardening sun hat.
I'm gonna kill him. So
You're out of mint.
I get
You
up.
should probably get some more.
I open the door
Throw it in my bag.
and I proc a charge of fireball on my staff of power.
Counterspell.
Right at him.
Counterspell.
Initiative.
what level are you doing it at?
His hat. Oh my god.
It's my sun hat. Do you like it?
I do.
Thank you. Man, I could do it at a couple different levels. I'll at least do it at... I'll do just the base 3rd level.
Yeah, I'm casting this at 5.
Based on you said you proc one charge of your fireball.
Do you want a copy?
One is just the base, and then for every charge above that, it gives a higher level.
So then 5.
You said you only procced one charge.
Well, yeah, I guess, because I'm still getting familiar with the staff.
So does my counterspell then just negate it regardless because it's
Nice
Well, I
staff,
think-
Emerald.
level
I
30?
think- What's fire?
It says Fireball 5th level version, 5 charges.
Oh, okay. So it procs at 5th level.
Correct.
Okay, sorry. So and you did it at 3rd level.
Yeah, because I don't know what this is.
So now there's a DC involved. Hold on.
Actually, Fireball. Oh, it says you have to do it at 5th level.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah,
what he said.
that's-
It's 5
yeah.
charges.
Yeah.
So he doesn't proc 1 charge. He would proc 5 charges.
Yes.
But it would be at 5th level.
Let's see. 4th level or higher, make an ability using your spellcasting ability, and the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level, so 15. So make a DC check, and then so roll a d20 and then add your spellcasting ability modifier. Correct.
Spell attack or
Miss
just
Lindsay.
spell modifier?
Correct.
Spell attack or spell modifier?
Spell attack modifier.
Okay. I think I got it. I got 15 exactly.
Yep.
So it counter spells.
So you go ah, and he goes.
That's not very nice. You could have burnt the mint.
So I do it again.
So you do it again.
Yes.
How many charges does that thing
Don't
have?
you worry about that.
You used 5 charges already.
Your point?
Okay. Are you counterspelling again?
I mean, I honestly probably wouldn't be paying attention that he would cast it again, so no.
Okay. So
I'd be
your
putting the
fireball
mint away at
procs,
this
roll
time.
damage, and you're getting hit. Actually. Oh no, 20 feet. No, so people inside are not getting hit, but you both are getting hit.
How close am I to him?
I mean,
You're
we're
right-
like
you're right there.
front of
So
me,
while they're
man.
doing this,
You're
we're
right there.
Yeah. So you guys figure that out.
So I know,
So what's
I know
the
a lot of languages
roll
now.
for that?
Do you?
A 5th level fireball?
Yes.
A lot. think
So
it's
I just
8
start
d6s.
rambling.
How many?
Okay.
8.
All these.
D6s.
How did you learn all of those?
Nope,
40
10
years
d6s.
to practice.
Oh
I
wow.
don't think I have that
So-
many.
And then
So where exactly
both
were
of you
you?
roll a
Kind of
dexterity
change.
saving throw.
Kind of change. Okay. What is that like? What is that
12.
like?
What's your DC?
Definitely not 12.
Imagine chains wrapped
Spell
around
DC.
your entire body,
No, for this.
so scraping the skin off over
Yeah, but
and
what's your
over and
spell
over.
DC? That's what
Oh,
we're trying to-
17.
Okay.
Eternal.
So what did you roll for your spell DC? What did you roll?
How
For
are you
the
able to
dexterity?
learn languages
Dexterity
then?
saving throw.
My new friends.
The two demons that you
13.
have inside you.
So we both fail.
After the 5th or 6th year,
You're probably going to kill yourself before you kill me.
we kind of.
Yeah.
They
I'm going to go ahead and, as
I can understand that.
a reaction,
I hear what you're saying. I'm not capable of ever understanding that or what you went through, but
Just make sure you two speak
I
up.
understand
that
what
way
you're.
can get on the mic.
I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I wish there was something I could have done. So, you have me
It's
beat on
29.
languages for sure.
So you both take 21 damage.
Maybe
29.
29.
I don't know when, but in the future I can learn one from you.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Stay out of my garden.
There's something important I wanted to talk to you about, though.
Sure, because they're a little bit busy doing their thing.
As you hear the as fire just kind of engulfs that area.
So I
Some
see,
things
like,
never
some-
change.
I see like some fire come through the door, and I'm like, "Am I going to the library?"
I'm going to
That'd
have
be
that
quieter.
because I have,
So I like
I
pick
have
up my
resistance
plate
to
of
fire.
food and just
I
walk into the library.
have that
Oh yeah,
because I have
Yeah,
resistance to fire.
You see as they both get up and now they're starting to walk away.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't know if they want to finish what they're doing.
Just do a song of rest on myself to just bring myself back up to full.
I'm assuming all of the mint in his hand is burnt.
He put it in his bag.
I put it in my bag.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought you said
Yeah,
that.
it's-
Protect
it's-
it.
I thought you
Protect
saw it in
the
your
mint.
hand.
No, I put it in my bag after the first one. That's why I
He
said,
said, yeah.
I probably wouldn't
He said,
notice this because
why
I
would you
put
do that?
the mint
And then
in
put it
my
in his
bag.
bag, yeah.
Okay,
Stay out of my garden.
What
so
was it? It was like 21, so it's
I want you to
20,
know
20.
that
29. So
14.
I was able to learn more information about a lot of things, and I want you to know that Krayoak has never known of your existence at all. Like 100% without a doubt. He didn't know anything about you, who you were, that our mother was even pregnant. She kept it a secret. She didn't tell him about it. And I know that they were in love, and the relationship was never to be possible. But they tried different ways, and it wasn't going to be for the best. So our mother was the only person who knew about you. And then when she was taken away and you were taken from her, her memories were erased. So no one really knew you had existed as far as our family wise. And honestly, I don't know what we would get out of speaking to him, or what you would get out of speaking to him. I don't even know if you came and approached him and spoke to him just to say, this is who I am, if he would even believe you. I just don't think it's something you should pursue right now. But if it's something that you feel you need to pursue in the future, I can support that, but there's way more important things. Not that what you need is not important, but bigger spectrum, Helix, world-ending sort of spectrum.
But that's why I want to speak to him. Is because of the Helix. While I was over on the plane of chains, I saw a glimpse of what's to come, and I know what I've been told what I need to do in order to try to stop it.
Okay.
And
That's what you're pursuing.
Is rallying all of the races together to fight her.
Okay.
Because it's going to take everybody on this plane, and other planes for that matter, and other planes for that matter, because I kind of like to say that a little bit, because I know others are listening, to stop her.
Stop who? Still outside by the window.
Yeah. I think it's important for us right now. Well, I keep saying us. Because the thing is that I'm with you guys so much. And I'm there, you just can't see me.
I'm gonna go to my garden.
So I think it's important right now for us to pursue going to Dead Man's Key.
Okay.
Maybe one day, whenever I'm back or whatever, I don't even know if that will ever be possible. I'm not sure. We could go and talk to him together. But I'm not saying that you have to wait until then. But
Do you know where our mother is? Is she still with the elves, or did she is she back at the town?
out of game. I don't know.
I feel like as much as you looked in, you would know that answer.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Does she know if our mother is still with the elves, or did her and the others go back to Tortola?
I don't know. She's with the elves.
She's with Krayok and the elves.
She's taking sanctuary there.
She, after the battle at Tortola, that was important for Krayok to take her back, and she's remained with them.
Do you know how to find the elves? I heard that it's very difficult.
No, that's not something I've pursued or asked. So of the things that you want to do to help defeat Helix, you said that there's things that you have to do, and one of them is uniting the armies, and you said that you saw the world and what it looked like. What did it look like?
Tell her.
I hear that.
Yeah. Tell her how the world will be red, and we will take it.
It's ravaged. There is nothing from this plane left alive on it. And if it is left alive, it's not free.
Did you see these visions when you were in the chains?
Marlesh told me about it.
Marlesh told you.
Tell her how you used us, embodied our power.
No.
No?
No, I mean, Marlesh told me, but then he also showed me visions.
Marlesh showed you the visions. Has he been weakened as
Very.
well because of everything that's happened? But he's still able to connect with you and show you visions?
He has very little power, but it was easier to do it since we were on the same plane for a change.
So Marlesh was in.
Atreya, side note, just because I know you haven't played in a while, don't forget that you can also insight check at any point.
Oh, I definitely know that stuff. See there. So
I don't want more experienced players taking advantage of a situation because you haven't played in forever.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm not taking advantage.
No, never.
Okay.
Now, how you do with that—that's up to you.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a second to think.
Okay.
But I was asked if we could take a small break to use the restroom. I'll use the restroom myself, if that's okay. So that way you guys can think about how this conversation is going to go, because I feel like this conversation could go a little bit longer. So with that, we're going to take a small break.
Follow him to his garden.
I'll see you later.
I made a few changes.
You should make your...
Anyway, welcome back.
I don't know how many fights you've been in, but
Never lost.
Enjoying, as you can see, we have Sam back. But we're gonna go ahead and dive right back in to. There's a conversation being held. Emerald, you went down. You went to the library.
You went to the garden, and I followed him.
Okay. And this conversation ensues.
I have a question. So outside, let me ask you.
Ooh, I love it. Come whisper to my ear.
That's not how whispers work.
I mean, apparently she's like some high being.
This is why it takes us months to do anything.
No, it takes us months because we only play 2 hours.
I was being facetious.
You know, but I'm just like,
Let's
am
be
I
more
getting?
facetious.
I'll say you have advantage.
You're being more literal
And
than
then if it's high
facetious.
enough, yes,
Probably.
you'll understand.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You both.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm back with tonight, and this conversation. We're getting good information. Yeah. I don't spend my time fighting all the time. I talk. Okay.
Did you
Times
want to
that you
fight?
do fight.
No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight right now. I just want to love. Okay.
Yo, I'm right there with
I'm
you.
your brother.
You want a mushroom?
Later.
You're out
Out of nowhere.
Just,
Later.
Mage hand.
yeah. Take this to her.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, scene. Boom. So Marlesh is the one who has been giving you these visions.
Yeah, in the periodic times that I saw him.
Was he in chains too, as well? When you guys were in the,
Yes.
you guys could see each other though. What else do these visions show?
That's basically it. He doesn't have a lot of power over there.
Yeah. I'd like to do an inside check to see if I believe him that Marlesh is the one giving him the visions.
Okay.
Totally
17.
gonna use that.
Intelligent?
Line down my own part. I don't know.
You gonna tell her?
What?
You gonna tell her?
No, it's true. But
Is it?
yeah,
Okay.
she believes me.
You rolled a natural 1.
Or natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
then,
You wholeheartedly believe me.
So these
Aw, brother.
Did you roll
plants
with
actually
advantage?
require less sunlight,
No,
so
I
I
didn't.
moved them over here. And these require more sunlight, so I moved
Doesn't
these
matter.
over
Okay.
here.
better one was 17.
And like I said before, you're out of mint, so you might want to plant some more.
You should tell her about her deal. Actually, that'd be a really good idea. By the way, keep in mind, you have not heard Belloc at all. Like, not even a grunt.
So what other things is sort of Marlesh sort of pushing you towards? You said that you have to unite different kingdoms, and I mean
All the
different
kingdoms.
all the kingdoms.
That's the only way that we can even have any sort of a fighting chance.
Well, I also know
Unless we join her. Oh, that would be a good idea.
I also know two different names of the generals that she's Helix is trying to seek out. One of them is a creature named Cramter. I don't really know much about either of these. I just really know their names.
So I know that I've heard the name Cramter before in this campaign a while back, but it was prior to my 40 years. So would I actually remember it?
You know of the name, you just don't know anything about it.
So like that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, okay, I know
That
what
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And the other name is Celestine, and he's a powerful blood wizard.
Celestine.
Celestine. Those are two of the three. I don't know the third one that she's seeking to make as her other generals. So if there's a way that we can infiltrate or kidnap or
It's me, Fireball.
keep
Fireball,
away
Fireball.
from that company as long as
mushrooms are all infected.
So when she says that about the name, I kind of like look over, because in the library, like we don't have a lot of there's hardly any books that are actually in there, but I know that like, there was one shelf that I put one book on, and that was the journal that I found way back when.
Yeah, back at your birth site.
So I literally just walk over to that journal and I just pull the journal out and I just start flipping through it and like find the passage that like Nebelin. No, was it Nebelin? I don't know. I have it written down, but it's one of the notes like to Celestine. No, it was before.
Oh, you're talking about
It was the only. As soon as the library was finished, I pulled that book out and I put it on the very top
oh
shelf.
my god.
You know what I'm talking about. I have it written down somewhere.
I know his name.
Is it the same person?
Balthazar.
Balthazar, yeah.
Yeah.
Balthazar. He's the brother.
So I just flip to that journal entry and I just kind of start reading it to myself. I'm like, do you know anything about a name Balthazar?
Do I?
Yes.
No, I don't. That doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
So I just closed the book and put it back on the top shelf.
I'm trying to look for secretly.
What?
You talk for a moment. I'm trying to look for something.
Well,
Demon handling check.
You know, this greenhouse really sucks. Not a lot of light coming in here. I should have make one.
25? Cool. So you get this feeling that you want to like wring her neck. And you feel your body like slowly kind of moving over, and you like feel yourself like wanting to like give her a hug, like in the feeling of a hug, but like almost to like get your hands around her neck.
do I shake it off or? No.
No, this is just happening slowly.
So
Like
I'm
you
like,
feel yourself like slowly moving over.
Atreya, say that word again.
What word? Sais.
You feel your body come back to normal.
So I just like move my hands and I'm like, she's my sister. Stop it.
Interesting.
I move back outside.
So I touch his shoulder. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Demon handling check.
Really?
Yeah. It's only momentarily.
50.
That's alright. Natural one.
So I just kind of like tighten up. Just like stop.
So when you said that after 5 years they were all you had, they helped keep you sane.
5 years? Tell her the truth. I did not endure more than 30 years.
It was 40 years. Learn how to count, for one. And for two, I told her that the first 5 years when all we did was bicker and argue.
Do you do this out loud? Are you talking out loud?
Oh no, he does this out loud.
Okay.
Much better.
Follow Emerald outside. What are we doing now?
So how are you
Want a mushroom? I'm gonna.
handling this? They're your friends now?
I mean, I like to consider them friends.
Yeah.
The one doesn't consider me a friend. He's not that nice. But he's really smart. He's the one that taught me the languages.
So
you guys are just roaming outside?
So you
Is that
guys
what's
kind of
happening?
have
I
this
cast Conjure Fey.
beneficial relationship
Any
where you seek the
particular-
benefits from each other because you're stuck with each other.
Our goal was to
yes,
get out.
An invisible
So we
stalker.
worked together to get out. To stay alive long enough to get out.
What does your relationship mean now that you're out with them?
Demon handling check.
22.
Nope. So your response to her is, "They are everything to me."
Not really.
I just.
Not really what?
They're not really everything to me.
Yeah.
So I say that they're everything to me, and then I shake it off. I'm like, they're not everything to me. No, they're not. They're not everything to me. Shut up.
But this is fun.
I'm worried for you. I'm worried for what this means and who you are now and who you want to become. What are your goals for yourself with this? I mean, do you plan on trying to ever separate? Fuck! Do you plan on separating?
11? 12. Let me double check, just to make sure.
You mean do the math for you?
Because this is something else. Nope, they don't get it.
You need a little help with the math?
No, because there's so many times where he goes to add something, he's like, Ryan, what's the answer? And I shoot it out to him.
No, you didn't get it. It was fine. What did you say? What's your goal, right?
I said, what is your goal, moving
Do you ever
forward?
plan on separating from him?
And then I asked, do you plan on separating from them? So I said, what is your goal with them moving forward? And
Okay.
do you plan on separating from them?
Conquer hell. That's your response.
So I say, with that blind,
Yes. Yeah. That's good. There you go.
You can tell, from me talking and then kind of, slaps down. So I'm like, conquer hell. And I'm like, hey! No, actually, that part's kind of true.
So what's your version of hell?
No, hell.
Conquer hell.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
They want to conquer hell. Do you want to conquer hell?
Essentially, you're
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me either way. But
keep in mind, you have insight checks that you can use at any time.
Yeah.
But you're also seeing my facial, how I'm going to
It's kind of, I'm trying to appropriately play it because I hear you. I know you're the demons. I can't really hear that. It's what Baltimore's hearing. But Baltimore's speaking, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not taking advantage of that too. I don't know, because sometimes, I don't know.
Do you just want to talk to her directly? I'm asking this out loud.
Yes.
You're not taking control, though. But clearly the questions that she's asking, you're just answering. And then I have to keep going over you.
That works.
You can't kill her.
Kratos.
Hold on. I go and steal on the opposite side of the room.
Okay.
And I just sit there, I'm like, just be ready to say the word if I get out of the chair.
Okay.
So I just kind of sit back in the chair.
Okay. You sit back in the chair, you see as he's kind of just gets himself comfortable.
And then my body just kind of forms into a better posture.
Oh yeah, very much. That's exactly what I was gonna do. You see as the posture kind of changes, his back straightens out, and he kind of looks at you.
So is this Kratos?
It is.
What is your purpose and goal with my brother?
My purpose and goals is exactly what he has been looking for.
And what is that? Exactly.
You can ask him.
I'm asking you.
My goals and my purposes have a different meaning. Definitely multiple of them, all intertwining with the same result. What's yours? And why are you here?
So you want to conquer hell. Why conquer hell?
And you want to kill the Helix. As far as I'm concerned, that's a formidable ally if you get on her right side. Maybe becoming a general.
See, Helix and I do not share the same mindset, goals, or perspective on the world and human beings, individuals. She is nothing but evil and hate. I have absolutely no
Are you sure
wish.
she just misunderstood? Yes, Baltimore, go ahead.
No. This is out of game.
Oh.
So not out of game. I mean, in game, but not in the conversation. So while this is happening, I'm imagining that I'm sitting back in that.
Yeah, you get that vision.
Yeah. So I'm like I start walking around, kind of kicking rocks or whatever. But as I'm kicking rocks, I'm just or I'm imagining a rock pop up, and I just start kicking it, and I can like tell, like I'm kind of like deliberately annoying him, so I just start like slowly kicking the rock away, like farther and farther. I'm walking away from them, and then as I'm like kind of like a far enough distance, I like just kind of like slowly start walking off to try to find the lock.
Sure. Enjoy that. For you two gentlemen,
I'm actually going to conjure a Drider, not an invisible stalker.
A what?
Drider, D-R-I-D-E-R.
Okay. What was that? What was that?
With the spell, conjure Fae. And I want it to attack the Tiefling.
So you guys have a full-fledged battle.
Correct.
Why don't you guys know how to run a battle?
I mean,
Just roll initiative and
I'll
enjoy it.
just polymorph into a giant eagle again and just kind of be like, ah!
So there's like a huge air battle happening right now?
No, I still have
The other thing can't fly.
Oh. Okay.
So
you guys are like having a fight outside.
The guards are all like,
and he immediately goes into an eagle, and I'm like, lame! Come down and
like
fight!
playing Pokemon outside. I conjure a Drider. He's like, boom, I'm like, what you talking about?
Nope.
Sounds good. Okay.
Want to pop in there?
Oh yeah, we can. But you guys are in the library, right? That's not downstairs.
No, but just
Sam, you come in through the teleporter. And do you go outside, or do you notice that nobody seems to be in the basement nor on the main floor?
I mean,
Like main area of the main floor.
entire state until I find somebody.
Sure. You go outside and you see as Emerald and Sven are having like this weird interaction with each other as they're like, Emerald's looking up at him, pointing his finger and doing stuff. As you see this eagle's just kind of like...
And you see a giant Drider out on the ground.
For people who don't know what that is, it is a
I don't know what that is.
half drow, top of the body, and then spider body for the rest of it. Like centaur, but spider version.
Sure.
Oh.
Well, that's new.
Are they usually evil?
Yeah, they're chaotic evil.
Okay.
But you want one as a fucking pet?
No, just like I don't know. That's kind of cool.
She's like, oh my god.
They look ugly in that.
It's like
No,
eye
thanks.
contact. Oh my god, it's my familiar.
I just look dumbfounded as I walk outside and see this. What the hell?
What?
He keeps going in my garden.
That thing?
Squaw!
No, the eagle.
The eagle.
The eagle is...
So, where'd the big spider thing come from?
That was me. He's mine.
Sorry.
So, to kill the eagle, you summon some crazy eight-legged half spider, half, like, drow thing.
No. I summoned the spider first, and then he became an eagle.
Who's the eagle? Wait a minute.
His name is Sven.
He's met him.
Well, yeah, I met Sven on stuff last night on mushrooms. I did that.
Correct, aka he's weak.
So, then I'm confused at what's getting in your garden.
Him! He transformed. Currently, the eagle is Sven. Follow. Come, keep up.
I am. I'm trying to piece all this together.
Correct. He went in my garden. He pissed me off. I shot him with a fireball. And now I summoned a Drider on him. And he decided to be a weakling.
So,
and become...
I'm going to go sit on this bench over here, and I'm going to watch this go down with popcorn. Y'all keep going.
What's popcorn? Sure.
I guess I'll just I'll land on top of the house, and I was the eagle, right?
Yes.
So
going on top of the greenhouse or on top of the mansion?
the mansion.
Oh, okay. So you just like find like a little perch.
Yeah, I find a little perch and I just kind of sit on it, and then I drop form and just kind of like sit there. I'll go ahead and I'll cast hideous laughter on Emerald.
Sure.
You do what?
I cast hideous laughter on you.
Oh.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
With the conversation.
Oh, bitch.
I know.
What'd you get? Natural 20. He says.
So you like get this giggle happening in your belly. You're like, I'm pissed off. Yeah.
Damn metal.
There's like a Harry Potter arcade battle happening outside over here. So, you guys, you see him as he's there.
Sorry, what? We see. Okay, so I have no interest in Helix. What is your interest in Helix?
I have no interest in the Helix.
You just suggested
So light compared to
a
What I
partnership.
suggested were just mere paths on a multiple avenues.
What's your end game?
There's many end games. To Baltimore, it'd be conquer hell.
To Baltimore.
Game, I just like quit.
Yeah. After 40 years plus whatever you want to call it down there, he used us, allowed us to fill his body multiple times to help keep him alive, so to speak. And he saw that stupid god whenever it came around, but his will and body is more ours than his, I guess you could say.
So he's a means to an end for you.
Yeah, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
How do you plan? I mean, I'm assuming your goal is to be your own individual, because isn't there another with you? Balak?
Keeping track of the fight. XP with this guy.
Oh, this guy's just.
Yes.
Until we get to.
And do you and Balak see eye to eye?
We have agreements in place.
What is his end game? Is he
Have no idea.
not around to have a conversation either?
He doesn't do very well in conversations.
Have I found anything, or am I just walking in aimless darknesses? I start running.
So this information about the end of the world. So you were able to see the visions that Marlesh gave Baltimore as well?
You see as he kind of stops quick and he kind of looks back at this running Baltimore. What visions are we supposed to be seeing?
Oh, this is inside?
Yeah.
Oh. So I say, now he currently has control. So what me speaking is in his head now.
Correct.
Okay. So I like stop running. I'm like, oh yeah, something about the Helix destroying everything and we gotta save it or some shit. Or that I gotta save it. You know, whatever. Rallying people together.
So he comes back.
So is he like? So when this happened, what is? I mean, do I notice a pause and a delay of him kind of just like going blank? Because he seems like he's like a smooth operator, you know. So I just need to know if it would be something off that I'd be like, was he hesitating?
No, you wouldn't pick it up.
Okay, I wouldn't pick
You
it up.
have to insight check in order.
I know, but I want to know if there was something that would change that would give me the notion to insight check. Except for I know that you guys are having a side conversation, but that's out of game. So no. Okay, so I wouldn't notice any change. Okay.
Yeah, but your character can figure out.
You see as like his
having a
hands
second
begin to come up,
conversation.
and you see as he starts kind of like twitching his hands like this. Demon handling check.
So these visions that Marlesh has shared, your purpose now is to help save the end of the world and prevent this from happening?
I have no avenue down that path. You take a second, you look, and you notice that this is actually, you know that he's doing something, and you look past her, and you begin to start seeing like objects begin to move closer to her in the room. You can tell that this is a motion of an attack.
Do I notice it? No. Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
I cast Hideous Laughter on Sam.
Because you wouldn't have done it without it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. In this situation, I don't know what's appropriate, or not, because...
To you, he just looks like he's like moving his hands, just kind of like stretching the body.
Okay, so I'll just do with disadvantage.
So-
Oh, shit. I got a natural 20, but then I got...
So I just yell out Belloc. Like, I just yell out his name.
Sure.
Just 15.
Can I cast spells in here?
Damn it, what a waste of a natural
You can
20!
certainly try.
I don't see that. I just want to do Thaumaturgy. Cantrip.
Sure.
Boom my voice.
You boom your voice.
Yeah. Belloc. No, I just yell it, just like, Belloc!
So as you hear this, what'd you get?
I had a natural 20, but then I had a 15.
15? No, you don't see it. And you see him as he kind of winces at you a little bit, and he goes, "That won't work. Your friend." You see Atreya, as he stands up, and he gets out of the chair, and he just stands there, very elegant, tall. Oh, and it's weird because Baltimore, you've seen his height, but it almost looks like he's raised a couple feet. I know that you're from Belarus, and to tell you information would only hinder the plans that Baltimore himself put into place with me.
So then this conversation is moot. Sais.
You come back.
So as I come back, I'm just like, sorry. Shall we talk?
Not really.
Did you notice that all that shit's really close to you right now?
You turn around and you notice that there's a variety of sharp objects that seem to be placed sideways like this, and they're all pointed in your direction.
What'd I say? If he gets out of the chair.
I did.
Cast
After he got out of the chair.
on top of the mansion.
For moments.
So you notice that there's a hut now sitting on top
Back
of
to
the
Helix. There is
opaque, so it's just clear.
discussion
Oh,
of
okay.
Rahun's orb that we found.
Mhm.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That is a piece and a part of a weapon that is to be created that will help us destroy Helix.
Okay.
Ask her how it's made.
How's it made?
We can use this.
In case we were to use it.
That is something that
For the Helix.
I will worry about on my end.
But when are you here?
When I need to be, I guess.
Okay.
But that's
Don't have any response to that.
that's something to keep in mind as well. So yes, we have to talk with leaders of different species and groups, and we need to campaign together. But we also need to help take those 2 generals out in some sort of way that she needs for her army of 6 generals, and then we also need to form this weapon. So I will worry about the weapon. You guys worry about...
So if we kill a general, won't she just make a new general?
I'm not suggesting that we kill the general, because like you said, then she'll find another. I know the 2 names of generals that she wants and uses as an advantage. So
This is just sitting there. Right now.
what?
Not talking to you, sorry.
Okay.
Just sitting there, all that scroll. It's not pink. Cards or whatever, probably.
Guess. Maybe. Is there anything else?
No.
I'm just hearing some shouting outside. What the hell are they doing out there?
That's
I went
Bella.
outside the dome and cast vicious, hideous laughter on Sam.
Sam, make a DC wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
You're on mute.
Excuse me.
I cross my arms and I make a reaction.
Okay, what's the reaction?
Oh.
What is it?
I'm using my meta magic subtle spell to cast counterspell.
Sure. I think it'll cover it. Counterspell is like level 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't count. Yeah. So yeah, you counter it.
Cool. I'll cast another one at Emerald then.
Oh my god.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
The worst. So I go to walk outside.
You walk out first, or she walk out first?
I walk out
19.
first. I make a point to go out first.
Sure.
19.
That's it. I walk back into my dome.
Okay.
I just go to walk out.
You like come out. You're like,
Fuck.
yeah.
Walk into my dome.
So you guys see, you guys like walk out as like you see Sven, like you see him like retrieve. He's like, fuck, and then he turns around and he goes back in his dome, like this opaque dome that's like above.
Again, they can't really see anything.
Yeah,
it's just like clear through. So I just step into it and I'm just gone.
Oh, okay.
But it's up on the roof, right?
Yeah.
So he was up on the roof.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you guys?
Well, you see a big spider thing on the ground.
Yeah, mind you, there's a giant drider on the grounds of this.
Yeah, that's just kind of like.
Yeah. No, it would climb up there.
Yeah, but it can't get through the barrier.
No, but it'll still climb. It'll still try.
There's a will, there's a way.
Correct.
Okay.
It just starts pooping on the roof. Just cover it. Just if I can't get to you, I'm gonna make your everybody can see now.
Oh. So, Bay of Dead Men?
Not the Bay of Dead Men. Dead Man Keys.
Keys of Dead Men.
What does that mean?
That's apparently where we gotta go first.
It's
Next.
west of the Iron Wall.
Oh.
Sven!
Southwest.
Sven!
What time of
You
day?
hear from within you, and he said, "I'm stupid." I didn't get it right.
What time of day is it?
Didn't you have to go to like...
Dead Man's Bay!
Yeah, that one.
What time of day is it?
He said Bay, you said Keys.
Yes.
Is it two different places?
They're the same thing.
I don't know. It's a bay, it's a key, it's a body of water. Cast hideous laughter on them.
Wisdom saving
What time
throw.
of day is it?
It's my last one. If I can't get it, I can't get it.
What time of day is it?
I don't know.
Wisdom?
Like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning now.
Oh my god.
25.
Yeah. It's fine. Fuck! Go back in my dome.
I counter spells. Okay. So
I throw up my hands and I say I'm not wasting my time with this anymore. Gonna make spells. Excuse me, potions.
okay. So next place to go is Dead Men's Keys.
Okay.
We gotta find keys from Dead Men or something. West of the Iron Wall.
So we need items. We need to gather.
You're gonna be.
Prepare.
I mean, we can find a lot of great items, but apparently we don't have enough time to do that.
No, we don't. We never have time.
I know. You know, because the items
No,
that
I
would
know.
be in that dungeon.
Oh, I know.
Who said you had to go there now?
Set a couple, like, as soon as possible.
Yeah, as soon as possible. As I said, as soon as you are ready. Actually, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I said.
Oh, so as soon as we are ready.
Get
So
prepared.
if we go,
Side quest.
if we clear the dungeon, we're ready after the dungeon.
We need supplies.
Here's
Especially
a map. Quickest way
especially
to
since now we have two people that can do counter spells.
Yeah.
Well, this is true, and I now have my staff of power.
You guys have spent a lot of time on a boat crossing water.
And then we'd have enough money to buy a boat.
Oh, we can just
I'm
wind
on a
walk.
boat.
We don't need that.
We can just
On a
what there?
boat,
We can wind walk.
I'm on a
How far is
boat.
that distance?
Out of game, DM. How far is the distance?
Could Windwalk do it?
Like a month, like a month or something on a boat, maybe, or that's too
What the
long.
fuck?
Back in the day, I'm thinking back in the day, people put in boats,
Okay,
man.
so that's another year of gameplay.
I don't know.
The boat
Like on the body of water, a boat, or you guys.
on a boat, you'd probably get there in a week.
Oh damn, okay. Come on, look
It's like the Bahamas.
Come on.
It's like the Bahamas, just right off the
And there's
coast.
not like little islands in between that we could stop and just rest on.
There's like kind of
Come on.
Just rest on the boat.
Come on,
There's
Windwalk.
like a cape, you know.
You're welcome to try.
There's like a cape.
With
you know,
Windwalk, we can fly 300 feet.
Actually, you travel a lot. Why don't you go ahead and roll?
Oh, what am I
to see if
rolling
you
for?
would have an idea
Roll
of
history
that's
check. Let's see
something.
if you- let's see if you remember.
History.
Mm.
Okay.
Is it on the coast?
You'll see.
Cheers.
Ba-ba. So there's a the tip of that, tip of that, tip of that. You guys can stop a little bit.
Dead Man's Key, and you guys are here. So you have to go across the wild wind plains.
That's gonna be hard.
In Windwalk, we got it.
I mean, you could go past the Glide Forest. You could go to the Misty Lowlands
And go down.
and then come down.
Yeah.
But you're not going to make this trip. Not over Windwalk.
But we could stay on
Wait,
Then
wait,
you could grab a boat and make a week.
In that bay, what about from that little peninsula to the first?
This one?
No.
To this?
Nope. Nope.
This
Yep,
one?
Yep, right there.
To what? This?
Yep.
That's not
Nope.
much different.
Yeah, that's really not much.
But we could just follow the coast.
It's true.
But you have to go back through the Glide Forest. But didn't you
Up
want the
there, it
Glide
says
Forest?
square equals a day.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have a ally there too, or something, right?
You drop in the ocean.
Okay, so we take the coast.
And you got sea breezes and storms. You want to take that chance?
We're the wind.
Exactly. You're the wind.
You go
Let's do it.
with the wind. No.
I'm okay. I'll back you up. I'll back you up.
Well, I don't
Well,
willingly let him change
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If we follow the coast and just stop just to rest, we could. I mean, it would take longer, yes, but we
Well, you'd
wouldn't
have
need.
to go. You'd go through the iron wall because the iron wall holds those mountains. It's mountains all the way down.
Yeah, but if we literally were like right on the coast,
We're bypassing the iron wall with the boat.
so the
Like the whole coast is mountain. Correct.
This all
so there's
is
no
mountain.
shore whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, it stops here.
Okay, all right, that's.
I don't know.
It's
if
like
you-
those. It's like those giant cliff sides that just have nothing but
So we
water.
just stop on a mountain,
There's-
whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can fly.
I mean, my history check was 19, so you tell me.
You would know
Excuse me.
that there are high winds, and you would have a. You can certainly try, but there would be a struggle, a very big struggle.
So
A very big struggle.
okay, but when we were ready,
Menace.
so that's
When you are ready.
to our determination.
Correct.
Okay, so I say that we go take on this dungeon.
Where was that dungeon at again?
City of Ice.
The frozen lands of Rendo.
Thank you.
God.
You guys got a lot of gold from the last dragon thing, right?
Yeah, that's spent.
We got
Cass decided to spend 3/4 of it on a bow.
How much
And a
money do
piece
you
of
actually
string.
have left?
That's Cass has that number.
It's like 60,000, give or take.
Mind you, we've already paid the people that we
You
need
guys,
to pay.
there was like hundreds of thousands of pieces of gold, right?
Yeah,
In a river.
and-
It was a dragon sea. What the hell?
And Cass bought a bow and a string for like 150, and that was with the discount.
No, we're not.
It was a good buy! As you hear it coming from the owl ring.
I poked my head out of the dome. No, it wasn't.
As like you're like right there in front of it, you're like,
I know
Who the hell are
sold
you?
it to you.
Mind you, we started out with almost 800,000.
But we're no longer in debt to people.
Correct?
Oh, what? So we gave
None
the
were out here
pieces
news.
to the guy that we did.
Finn?
No. Not well. Finn and Gloria. Oh, that's good. We need to
Yeah,
do that.
we paid back all of them, right?
But what about the people who we owed the dragon stuff to?
Oh yeah, that's all good.
That's all
we
good.
took
Okay.
that.
Yeah. They tried to take you when you were in your egg form. We were like,
And
nope.
we also paid off of all of the staff that currently keep our grounds running.
Yeah, for like the next year.
2 years.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That was smart.
Yes, but yes,
Some
we've
more
spent a
blow.
lot. Yeah, we spent a lot of it.
Jesus, yes.
Well, you guys have spent. Sven and Rahun have never touched.
I don't eat or drink water, so I ain't spending nothing. Just not nothing.
But yeah, I'm just saying, Rahun and Sven haven't touched any of that.
I had my own platinum. Thank you.
Oh yeah, he bought like a whole chemistry set and shit.
So, does this sound like a plan?
Works for me.
We can get items. We can get gold. I can.
Do I know
some
about this
frustration
city,
out
guys?
about
Mind you,
you've heard stories. You've heard stories of actually make a history check. That's beautiful, actually.
mind you, the little girl is still gonna be there.
Yeah, but I need her.
Mm-hmm. For what exactly?
She's a follower of Marlesh.
20.
20. You've heard stories of dragons that fly with the stones of crystal along their body. You've heard of a whirlpool that is ever swirling. You've heard stories of a titan that his body is the actual like north.
His body is the mountain.
Like his body is like the north. Like his body like is supposed to be like
it's him laying down and he's like
and everything just lays on like just like is on top of him.
Yeah.
Like that type of.
That's cool.
And any other stories you'd like to make up about the north, because I can work that into.
Since we're outside.
Let's see.
Hey, do you summon that elk that you were able to summon?
Can I summon an elk here?
You can certainly try.
I'm not sure. I'll try. So, Luke's.
You see as the elk arises, and it's actually like 3 to 4 times its size.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's bigger than I remember.
So I'm so happy. So I go up and I'm just like hugging as much as I possibly can.
You like do this?
I'm just like at peace.
I can do that too now.
You can? Didn't you have
I say Sapien.
You see as this like purple like panther? No, blue.
Yeah.
It's like a blue crystal type panther.
I remember that on the mountains.
Oh.
Because it left no noise and no paw prints, right? When we were heading towards the
I
dragon?
think it made no noise, but I think
Yeah.
Or something.
It leaves paw print. I don't think
Yeah.
it makes noise.
Okay.
What, am I seeing them summon all these
yes.
I summon, I go, I can do that too, and I summon Einstein.
Yeah. You see a
The
chicken just
chicken.
come.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Sam.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
I take Einstein's wing and I go, he's saying hi too.
What's your cat's
Sapien.
Sapien?
As I'm just like petting him.
That's cool. So, anything else new with you guys?
Hi, I'm Sven.
Hi, Sven. It's been nice to meet you.
Mage hand the mushroom into her face. Would you like?
No,
Take the
thank you.
edge off.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I take the mushroom from the mage hand. I'm like, oh, and that girl, Lydia, she's actually the one that saved me. Nice.
think
I go inside and start making potions.
Lydia is the archmage that kind of came, kind of helped you guys out. Build
The one he went on a date
mansion.
with.
He went on a date with it.
I was gone then. I think,
No, you
too.
weren't.
No, I
No,
wasn't.
you were
you
there for
definitely
that.
were.
You were there for the
no,
date.
because I was missing some of my sections too. So okay.
Because that was when we fast tracked to.
I'm hundreds of thousands of years
They were in
old.
the
I have
planet
too
of
many
mine.
memories to hold on to.
Shut up.
Okay.
That's a real world problem.
That's
yeah.
right. Yes. Okay. Whatever happened to the girl that was at the library, who was our guide, who screwed us all over?
Yeah, that was the Helix.
Oh yeah, she's like a
Helix.
conduit now for the Helix.
Okay. The first one you said Lydia. That's who I was
Cecilia
thinking of.
is the one.
Cecilia. Okay.
Which, yeah, never mind.
So, what time of day is it now?
Like 9:30, 10.
It's like 9:30 at night. Dancing lights all around us, so we have a little light while we're talking.
I want to hear more stories. So.
Oh, I bet you do.
Yeah, I do. That's why I ate it willingly this time. Secrets are no fun unless you tell everyone.
It's true.
I think you're really loud when you're doing that.
I can't hear it.
I didn't hear.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just something I thought.
I like it. Wait, come here.
Okay.
Actually, give me 1 second.
If you look at our merchandise section, you realize we don't have any. So.
Yeah, right? This short intermission is brought to you by no one, because we're not sponsored.
Correct.
Or Twitch affiliates, though.
Yeah, but I mean, we're tied with like Nerd Brew Discord channel. Sunshine
so
Games.
upset that this is gone.
All right, Kyle.
Just want to punch charge.
Okay. Let's see, go punch the drywall right here.
I just want to make people uncontrollably laugh.
I want to know more stories.
I bet you do.
That's why I took the mushroom.
I know. But it may not be story time tonight.
Did you ever see The Croods
No.
with the cavemen? The animated, I think it was like a Pixar movie or something.
Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
They
But I never saw it, but I know what you're talking about.
When the dad does story time and everybody huddles around him to
Yeah.
hear a story, like that's how I feel like I am right now with you. I'm like, eat the mushroom and then I just huddle around you.
It's true.
Except you're like 50 feet.
Yeah, I'm up on the mansion top right now. Hear my words!
There was a story. And then he died.
Then, good night, child. Good night to my children.
I just watched that the other day. I was so bored and I was like, I haven't watched this in a while. I'm gonna watch this. It's always interesting when you haven't seen something in a couple of years and then you go to watch it and then you see all like the sarcastic comments that was before that you didn't pick up like the first time you saw it, but then you pick up on it the second time.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're into?
No, I don't know who put. Oh, who is this? I think my cousin liked this. Yeah, one of my cousins did that.
Oh, I fucking love this guy.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're still live.
Smoking cigarettes is going to be cool again. So you might as well start smoking now. Or you can skip all that to have a clean mental health so you can become closer to God. Or you can die from cigarettes and literally become closer to God. Why am I thinking about this? Oh, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Alright, so, sorry about that. So, because it is 11, she wanted to leaving part gifts. So you guys are all there in the morning as it's 10:30, and as
Oh, okay. I thought
9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning.
I thought you said at night. Okay.
Oh, no.
No, it's the morning.
Okay, cool.
Oh, shoot, I wouldn't have eaten that mushroom then.
Yeah, right. I would not have offered it to you then. It's still too early.
So let's just retract that then.
Yeah.
I didn't take.
And you
Just
notice
like that
that Atreya's body begins to start to like dissipate.
Are you leaving?
Oh, that's a neat trick. I can't do that yet.
This is as long as I've been able to stay. It's been really, words can't describe how amazing it's been to be here and hug and touch you and smell you all and be a part of this. And
I want to be the first one to say that sounds really weird.
Smell myself.
no.
Smell like blood.
All right. So it was nice to meet you, Sven. Sam, take care. I shake Sam's hand.
Thaumaturgy. I started making like wind appear behind her, like
Well,
whooshing and stuff.
I go and I hug Emerald.
wash your hand before
Take
you
care.
touch it.
Give
Alright?
Cass my love. I what?
You washed
I
your
see.
hand before.
You washed your hand after you touched the guys with that, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
And then I go to Baltimore.
You begin to see as like her core is, or not her core, but her legs are like starting to pretty much go as she's like almost floating toward you.
Thaumaturgy again. I start making her voice echo as it's like it's disappearing and stuff.
So I hug Baltimore and I say quietly to you, I'm always here. And then I, grab a hold of your wrist.
I hold on to her and I don't even let her go. Like I just hold to the last second.
Demon handling check.
Oh, come fuck on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh, that's a good one.
17.
So, you're holding on to her as you feel his squeeze just tighten real, and he's like, as you feel your hand almost like begin to like burn in like a massive sensation. Good.
So one more time before I leave, Sais, just because.
And then it relaxes into the, but your hand is like it's still burning like very, very massively.
I almost forgot. There's gonna be. I found an ally for you all. It's a yellow dragon. His name is Sahari, and you'll find him when you go out west. And you'll know where to find him when you see this, and then I fade away.
So as he goes, I'm just like, and we see what? What do we say?
How far west?
Bye.
You also, after she
What
kind
a
of
cliffhanger.
as she kind of leaves, you look down at this burning sensation as you notice there's the insignia of Belanus is seared into your skin.
East.
And we'll go ahead and finish there for the night. So we appreciate Lindsay. We appreciate you coming and playing.
Thanks for having me.
When she texted me last week and she was like, "Hey, can I come in?" I was like, "Absolutely, why not?" So
No!
Always will.
Never!
just let me know if you do want to come back, or if you have a couple weeks that you know that you can kind of pop in. We'd love to have you. But you did an amazing job for tonight. And then we can definitely get together and we can make some more stuff happen. So
Sounds cool.
You talked with us a little bit, yeah?
Huh?
Talked to me and Emerald a little bit, yeah? Cass a little bit, yeah? Baltimore a lot.
Yeah.
And so we know who's the important person in this.
Well, he kind of took her away from everybody. He was like, "Step into my library."
Okay, well, they were having a little battle in the kitchen. Halfway in the kitchen, I'm like, yeah, let's just walk away from this shit.
All I was just trying to tell him was, hey,
He was trying to tend the garden. Emerald was the one,
Started a battle.
I told him to stay out of my garden.
So
I clearly don't listen to instructions, bro.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
So with that, we will see you next week here on Epic Interaction. What's next week? Yeah, I don't think I got anything because I don't leave till Friday. So or third. No, we leave third next week. Anyway, we'll be here Wednesday. You all have a wonderful night. Enjoy your time. We'll see you out and about in the Tampa Bay area if you're here. If not, keep it epic.
Later.
See ya.